I was having a hard time finding some good videos on the power valve for the 2000 RM125. How it assembles. There were some guys on there asking questions about problems they were having, but no good descriptions of how it assembles and the setting for the spring tension. So at the end of this video, I do a little overview of this model's power valve and what I learned about it. I wasn't sure how this came off, so I put this over the top of it with these screws in, but I left, you know, about a 1/4 inch, and then pulled it out. Nothing snapped out like crazies, but it's pretty obvious now. There's the cover, there's your spring. There must be a catch on the inside. Oh wait. How does the spring? It's obvious that this catches the spring on this side, but what catches the spring on the other side? Let's see. Oh, there's your answer. So this guy catches the spring on the inside, and then the cap catches the spring on the outside. Cleanup time. Man, nasty in there. Power valve stuff cleaned up pretty good. Nice. Still gotta scrape all them gasket material off, but I mean, this cleaned up pretty nice. Especially these right here, the actual power, the valves themselves, these cleaned up. I think they're Cerakoted. I mean, they're still super sharp on the edges, and they cleaned up real good. Head came out all right. I'll start off with the head. The head came out pretty good too. I definitely did not try to go ham on any of these surfaces. Just rubbed the carbon off. Inside the power valve, there's still a little grime in them corners, but I mean, overall it came out pretty good. Probably one more round of cleaning, I can get it all up, which is sort of pointless, but you know, came out real nice. I scrubbed inside of those. See if I can get the light in there. Yeah, I'll polish it up. I don't think I'm gonna polish it. I don't know, I'm considering. Because this, like I said earlier, it's like you could just go for days. It'll never get shiny enough until it's a complete mirror. You gotta find a point where your head's like, just, that's enough. Like, that's clean enough. And maybe I'm here with the cases. And the question is, do I want to get there with this cylinder head? I think I do want to polish up the pores. You know, you can see all these. I'd like to smooth that out with one of the wheels. But maybe I'm considering just going really hard on these two covers, which will make them stand out and look much nicer with this as it's just, you know, normal look. And then get fancy on these covers. Maybe I'll do that. It's a lot less work, that's for sure, but we'll see. Oh, look what your boy just picked up, man. Just came in the mail, UPS. So, silencer. If you remember from the beginning of the videos, the silencer I got was no good. And the guy who sold me the bike said he was gonna send me stuff. You know, sometimes they don't. So I had to bite the bullet and order one. A new one, FMF fatty, that would have, or FMF silencer shorty, that would have gone with the FMF pipe that I got. It's $160. And, you know, I'm already in this build for a little bit more money than I expected. So I went with this guy, found him on eBay, stock, 99, I think it's 98 through 2000 silencer. So that's what we'll be rocking with. We'll see if I got to repack it. But hey, happy to have it. Yeah. It's not in bad shape for a 2000 stock silencer. It is not in bad shape. I bet you whoever had this did one of their very first upgrades and did a pipe and a silencer, probably, you know, pro circuit, FMF, something. And they did not have a lot of hours on this thing. It don't look bad at all. All right, fine, more good news. I like good news. Fitment. Obviously, I don't have the thing together, but pipe came out somewhere around there. And that just seems about right. So I'm sure it'll fit. At least it looks like it will. Got a coupler on the way too. Golly, that coupler that connects this to the header is 65, 70 bucks. I mean, dang, that coupler right there hurts my feelings. That is just so much for a coupler. I saw some other stuff, some things you could kind of make up that you could, you know, some other style of connectors that were much cheaper. But I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought the OEM version, but it's 60 something dollars right there. But I'm happy with this. $60 for a used pipe. It looks in this condition. I'm pretty happy about this. Yeah, there's a little scarring on there, but that, I mean, really, it ain't that bad. Definitely used. I mean, you know, but it's expected. It's used. All right, that's it. So I was feeling around in these ports where these power valves live, and I could still feel a little grime. And I decided that I wanted to kind of get rid of that. So I just got a piece of 400 grit sandpaper, put it on the edge of my finger, and man, it took not much at all to get that off. Just going around the surface, and the grime is all gone. Now it's just a matter of getting it nice and smooth, which it is at this point. I mean, I can, when I get done with the sandpaper and I run my fingers through it, it's smooth, like it should be. There's almost no buildup in there. So once I did that, I thought, oh, man, let me started sticking my fingers in here, the exhaust port, and the difference between the smoothness of where these power valves are and right here, it's like night and day. I mean, that's gritty in comparison. Not gritty as like carbon buildup, but it's just not smooth. And I think I'm gonna polish that out. And let's get that exhaust flowing like a champ. I mean, why not? It's just a little bit of sandpaper. Another project, not something else to do. Get this thing right real nice. That's it. And I gotta tell you, I went in here with that 400 grit sandpaper, these little pieces, put them on my finger, And like I was telling you earlier, you could feel this in here. You can see it now, like you can see a little bit of grittiness, but you can't feel it anymore. And before, it was all the same texture of like this porous material here. And now, I mean, that is smooth. I'm real happy about that. I'm pretty sure I just gained about 45 horsepower or something. Yeah, about 45. Yeah, that came out real nice. 400 grit sandpaper. Just put it on your finger and go to work. All right, let's talk RM2000 power valves. So this backing plate, just assembly conversation real quick. This backing plate is just what's stopping the power valve from blowing out of the cylinder. These two power valves are attached to this guy here, and then this guy screws into this shaft. This shaft goes through this end and then comes out that end. Has a keyway for the spring. All right, so the spring goes in like this, so the cap marries up on the other side of the spring, and it marries up just pointing at 1 o'clock, which is because that is the starting position. All right, so when you assemble it with no spring tension, just popping this on there just like that and push it in, it'll be with no spring tension. The setting is 360 degrees, so 1 full turn. Okay, if you're having other issues with your power valve not acting like you think it should, pay attention to this shaft right here that is holding this bracket, right? If you over torque this, don't ask me how I know, but you will bend this. I don't remember if I bent it this way or that way, but I eventually had to take the whole shaft out and straighten it back out because I over torqued it one way or the other. So it should be straight, you know, going with the same direction as the shaft itself. I forgot if I bent it this way or that way, but check that. Make sure that's straight up and down. And that's it. I'll show you.